about time for me to get up, get rolling. I didn't. I slept pretty well last night, but I didn't sleep all that much. I feel like I should have slept a ton. I probably need to sleep more, but anyway, I'm awake. So, let's see. Today is day 8. Yeah, and tomorrow will be day 9. If everything goes well both of these days, I should be sliding into Silver City tomorrow on day 9. I've got 33 miles to go to get there. So I should easily be able to do that, but based on what I did yesterday, you never know. If this were regular, I'm out doing a long hike, I would be probably taking a 0 day in Silver City. But I can't really afford to do that since I'm only out here for a short while and I'm trying to do this on no money. So anyway, I will just go in there and touch base with Steve and get my resupply box and try to charge everything up and maybe eat something and then head back out. And then I'll be heading north into the Gila Wilderness and the Gila River. So anyway, first things first. Today, a lot of downhill. And then tomorrow, some uphill, but more gradual uphill to get into Silver City. Hey, about 6:40. Not too chilly this morning. It's weird. It was pretty chilly last night when I got to camp for that time of day, and I thought, boy, it's gonna be a cold one. But I really tried to tent up higher. So did a little bit of a climb and then started to descend and thought, no, I don't want that. So I tented right there, and it stayed pretty warm. What else? Had a nice little sprinkling last night, a couple of times. Wasn't expecting any rain, but it was pretty light. Didn't even, tent's way drier than it was yesterday. And so that was nice. I'll make some good miles this morning before it gets hot. Look at that. I feel like I'm in the middle of nowhere, but here's some water. A little water cache. So haven't really gone that far this morning. So I still have a long way to carry before I get to Silver City. But hey, this is going to allow me to chug a liter down right now, which I really need because I've been not using much ever since last night. So I could use a liter of water for sure and then fill back up. Right on. Thank you, whoever left this. Amazing. A little sign. So they must do this periodically. Right on. Gotta love the hiker community. Almost immediately after I filled up the water cache, it started to sprinkle, and it's really been foggy and drizzly ever since then. This is about as light as it's been. You probably can't even see it, but I can feel it hit me in the face. It's been foggy. Nice though. If I stop very long, it's cold, but it feels great for hiking. Got my sleeves pulled up, my hat off, and yeah, it's just the right temperature to keep me just the right temperature. There for a while it started raining heavy enough. I had to get my rain gear all out and on, and my rain mitts and everything. It was pretty cold and coming down, but ever since then it's been good. So great day so far. Well, rain's picked up just a little bit again. Not bad though. Just a little bit coming down, keeping it cool. Little young buck. I rounded that corner back there, and he was about where that gate is. Scared him. He jumped a mile. Well, it's been a long time just hiking on nice mountain trail through the mountains. And now this is interesting. From a mile ago or so, I dropped down onto what's called Saddleback Canyon Road. Something like that. I think Saddleback Canyon Road. And I've just been going through this canyon. And I think I'm going to do this for another 4.5 or 5 miles on this same canyon road until I reach Highway 180, US 180, which is the highway that goes all the way into Silver City. And it's a long ways. And I don't know what it's going to be like. I don't know if I'm going to literally just be walking on a shoulder. But it's like, I don't even know. It might be 15 miles. It might be 12, 13 miles. But it's a long way walking on that highway. And I would guess there's nowhere to tent. Just right along the side of the highway. So, anyway, my plan is to get up here as close to the highway as I think I can and still have it be somewhat secluded. It's a Saturday, so, you know, if there's going to be people out partying and hanging out in a place like Saddleback Canyon Road, you know, hooping it up or whatever, tonight will be the night. So, I'm just going to see if I can find somewhere private and get some sleep. I should briefly explain that last comment. I have definitely been out more than once, you know, hiking like this and in an area similar to this, and ended up tenting and having people show up, you know, later at night and partying and, you know, whatever's going on, and just keeping you up and making you feel not secure and all sorts of stuff. So that's why I made that comment, and that's why I'm concerned about it, because it is a real thing that happens. Hikers talk about occasionally. So hopefully I'll be able to avoid that. I look back at the Far Out app, and this is called Saddle Rock Canyon. This has been really great to hike through. It's been beautiful. Lots of great views and cool formations, all sorts of stuff. You know who that is? That is Steve. And he went to his mom's for Christmas, and he just got back, and he asked me where I was and came down to bring me something to drink. Anyway, he knew that I was out here hiking, you know, just all by myself. There's not another soul around for all these days, and he got back, and he's not very far away. You know, it's like 10, 12 miles or something. So he was out buzzing around, and he brought me something to drink and some tacos. Poor guy felt bad because You know I'm allergic to dairy, so I couldn't eat them. But what a nice guy. And yeah, and I'll be in town tomorrow, you know, I don't know, noon or whatever, sometime decent. And then I'll see him again, get my resupply stuff. Yeah, make a decision what I'm going to do next. The next thing to do really is to go up and hike the Gila River. And even though it's been unseasonably warm out here, today and some of yesterday was seasonably cold. And so part of me is thinking, I think what I said earlier, which I'm not sure I want to hike that river if it's really going to be this cold. So I'm going to look at the temperatures when I get into town tomorrow and see what the weather forecast says. And if it's going to be mild, I might still go do it. If it's not, I might just call it and say, you know, okay, I went this far. You know, it's only another 40 miles to do what I want to do to finish. I mean, I can tack that on next year if I come out to hike then. So we'll see. I'll make a decision tomorrow about it. Anyway, thanks, Steve. You're awesome. Well, I just checked the app, and tomorrow's not going to be a cakewalk. I looked, it's 13 miles from the highway. There's 1,800 feet of ascent to get there. So it's not just going to be walking along a road like this. Well, I might have already come too far. So here's a parking spot up here with all sorts of vehicles, and I can hear people out here at ATVs and stuff. I wonder if I'm going to be able to find anywhere to tent at this time. Shoot, I might have to make my way back. We'll see. Alright, I'm in my tent, and I am set up kind of in this field. Right on the other side of this little hill, you can maybe see power lines over there. That's where the highway is. So I can hear the cars going by. There's a little road, there's a wash right down here. And then there's a road that ends just right where that hill kind of comes down there and connects to the field. Anyway, I'm just hidden back here, and I don't know. I'm not supposed to be here, I don't think, but I don't think anybody's gonna care. The skies look like they could let loose any second, but for whatever reason, maybe it's how the mountains are, I don't know, but it's all over there, and none of it's above me, and it keeps coming across the mountains and going that way. So hopefully it'll stay over there. Have my own nice little personal rusty pipe sitting out here. It's just like I said, just some junk field. So anyway, my feet are killing me. For some reason, my left foot has handled things quite well in these shoes, these Hoka Stinsons that I've been using. My right foot has been having problems the entire time. It has blisters on every toe. My ball of my foot is killing me. The arch of the foot's killing me. Everything. There's not any. The heel is pretty good. That's about it. I'm not sure what's going on, but I've been patching it up and trying different things every day and tightening the shoe differently, and it doesn't ever seem to get better. But anyway, tomorrow when I get up, I'm going to go straight over there to where the highway is, and I'm going to walk on the shoulder of the highway for 13 miles until I get to town. And then I will let you know if I am done or if I am continuing on. What it's kind of come down to right now is I need a day off. I just need a 0 day. And if I take a 0, then there's no way that I get all the everything done that I want to get done. In fact, almost nothing, because I end up having to stop right in the middle where no one can pick me up, and then I just have to backtrack. So I don't know. I think there's a good chance that tomorrow I'm going to hike into town and be done. But we'll just see. Maybe my brain will come up with something else, or I will get some inspiration
tonight. Good night.